On this video I'll show you I'm actually losing money with Novatech, even though all the Novatech fans out there are saying this is the best thing ever, making 3% per week on average for the last 3.5 years. I've actually got an account here, and I should point out right at the start, I did not fund this account. This account was funded by one of the existing members of Novatech who wanted to convince me that this is the best thing ever, and that by funding an account for me, he believed that I'd be a convert and actually say, yeah, this is fantastic. Far from it, and I'm going to show you the details within the account. So first of all, let's have a look at the summary. I have in my bonus account $23.07 and my trading account $174.02. And the person kindly funded me $200. This is not my money. I'm not going to withdraw this. It's not my money. This is purely for demonstration and help warn people about this blatant scam, Novatech Ponzi scheme, pyramid scheme, whatever you want to call it. It is just fake numbers. But let's have a look at the details, because I want to address those who will say you get called a hater when you have the opinion and the data and evidence to suggest that there is a Ponzi scheme. And I've been online, you'll see my YouTube channel has been around for I think something like 10 years, and I've got over 60 videos where I've called out Ponzi schemes, and every single time I've been right. But it does get me a lot of abuse. People will call me a hater even though I'm trying to help people save their money, stop putting money into Ponzi schemes where 90 to 95% of people will lose money, a mathematical fact with a Ponzi scheme, and actually, you know, avoid those so you can keep your money safe. But I very often get called a hater. So there's two scenarios here. If I don't join Novatech and fund it, people will say, how do you know? Because you're not even in it. Stop being a hater. If I do fund it, then people say, you really do know, you're just using your videos to get clicks on YouTube and you're in there to make money from Novatech, but calling it a rubbish business purely so you can make money from that. So you can't win either way. However, I do want to show you and demonstrate what is actually happening with this real live account at Novatech. So let me show you, we're looking at the account history on the trading accounts. Let me just scroll down the page, and here you can see all of the details. So on January the 3rd, my account received $100 worth of credit. And again, that's not my money. That is someone who was an existing member of Novatech who wanted to convince me that this was the real deal. So I opened up a dummy account, free account with Novatech. They funded, I gave them the Bitcoin address to send those funds, and there's 100. Then 3 days later, January the 6th, they sent another 100. We then set this up for auto compounding. So on the 6th of January, first of all, 3 days later, there was a $1 credit. On the 13th of January, $5.35, 20th of January, $6.27, 27th of January, $6.66. Then they withdraw the monthly fees, so minus $25 on the 3rd of February, plus the credit of $4.74. And then on March the 3rd, again withdrawing $25 in admin fees, supposedly admin fees. So yeah, that's where we're at on that. So of the original $200, and then this was switched because Novatech announced as part of their rug pull process, part of their exit, the collapse of Novatech, they announced that they were stopping any withdrawals from trading accounts. So there was no point in anyone within Novatech auto compounding their money into the trading account because you couldn't withdraw it, and that's due to recommence on the 1st of April. Well, fat chance, because there'll be so many people desperate to withdraw their money, and that's what happens with a pyramid scheme. When people are withdrawing more than there is being made deposits, that's when the pyramid scheme starts to collapse, can't function anymore, and that's the end of that money game. So let's just go back again and look at the totals here. So if you add these together, $196.09, started with $200. So in 2.5 months, January, February, March, 2.5 months, it's actually lost money. And that's simply because you need to have about $500 in there to make it worthwhile, because of their $25 a month admin fee. So anyway, that's kind of the inside, but just do bear in mind, when Novatech have been quoting they're paying out 3% on average per week, and the figures are in the back office, so people will say, oh, but Novatech never promise any returns. No, absolutely, of course I don't promise it, because that's an obvious red herring, a red flag, if they were to promise that. But the fact is, over the last 3.5 years, they've never had a losing week, and all the fans of Novatech are saying, this is brilliant, averaging 3%. Remember that they're paying out 70% of their earnings, so they're actually supposedly making 4.3% per week. And if you go to a compound interest calculator website, you put in 4.3% per week, and if you start with something very nominal like $1,000, within 10 years there's more money in your account in theory than there exists in the world's monetary system. So that clearly shows how ridiculous it is. And on that front, I get people say to me, yeah, but Paul, people would never leave it in for 10 years. If you've only risked $1,000 at the start, and let's say you're $100,000 net worth, you're risking 1% of your money. Why would you not let it compound so you become insanely rich? Why on earth would you start withdrawing your money? I see a lot of people as well who promote scams like this. They will say, get to the amount where you can withdraw your initial seed capital and then there's no risk. Well, that's a ridiculous thing to say. If this is a legitimate investment, you wouldn't withdraw your seed capital, because then you're starting again. You spend 6 months trying to build up to get to the point where you've got your seed capital back. You don't go invest in something you're thinking this is likely to implode and lose money. Not in a genuine investment. That would be a stupid stance to take. You would leave your money in there, you would compound it. Long-term investing is how you grow your money. Don't look for those get-rich-quick schemes. They don't exist in real life. Those are pyramid schemes, scams. If you're interested in genuine ways, long-term, medium to long-term, genuine investments, do check out my website at copydragons.com. But fundamentally, I hope this video just helps you again see that Novatech is a scam, and this helps you see the light of day on that and helps keep your money safe. Do subscribe to the channel. Let's help get this video out to more people. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.